When you're remodeling your home, like your bathroom or your kitchen, it's actually very easy to make very simple mistakes that are going to cost you a lot of money when you decide to sell the home. So that's why you want to avoid these kind of mistakes. So if you're planning to do a home remodeling project in the near future, whether it's a bathroom remodel or kitchen remodel, definitely make sure to watch this video to the very end. So today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 mistakes to avoid when you're remodeling your home. The first mistake to avoid when you're remodeling your home is going to be in the bathroom, and that is installing outdated tiles. You might be asking, who would want to install old and outdated tiles? Well, it's actually more realistic than you may think. We've had many clients in the past that installed really cheap tiles and tiles that didn't really look that good. So you want to avoid those kind of tiles because you're spending all this money on your bathroom remodel only to find out that you just used old and outdated tiles. It really doesn't make sense. So when you're deciding to remodel your bathroom, don't spare a penny on the tiles and go with something that you're really going to like. Because let's be real, how often do you really go through bathroom remodels? So that's why it's important to choose the kind of tiles that you know you will like in the next 10 years and even more. This next mistake you should avoid, and once again this one is something that we see very often, and that is not installing enough lighting in your home. This is actually something that is very common in bathroom remodels. We've experienced this many times before with our clients. They didn't want to add additional lighting into their bathroom, and therefore the bathroom was very dark and it just didn't look as good as it could possibly look. What I would recommend is to add a light above the shower or tub, because it's just going to really add so much more lighting. Not only will it make you feel better in there because you're going to have much more visibility, much more light in there, but also it's just going to look better as well because you can see all the nice features of the tiles, and it's just going to make the space feel bigger, that's for sure. And adding lighting, of course, it's something that maybe someone will like to save money on, because it is expensive to pull through electrical to a new place. But at the same time, is, let's say, $500 really that much money to add additional lighting to your home? I really don't think so. This next mistake that you should avoid, and this one really depends, and it's installing new countertops on old kitchen cabinets. This is something that a lot of people do, and there's completely no problem with it. However, you really have to pay attention to the condition of your cabinets. Your cabinets are in really good condition. They look new. The design is pretty nice as well. There's no cracks in them or anything like that. I would say definitely go with new countertops. However, if you have cracks in your cabinets, they look very outdated. They've been painted before and now it's peeling off and they just look like garbage, I would definitely stick away from installing new countertops on there, because once you install new countertops on those old cabinets, you can't really replace the cabinets without, removing those countertops. So it's going to be, kind of really hard to remove those countertops now and install new cabinets, because it's just never going to look the same. So you may spend all this money on new countertops only to find out that you need new cabinets in the near future. So this is something that you should really think about and make sure you don't make this mistake. This next mistake that you should avoid is going with a style that you may like, but someone else may not like. What I mean by that is installing tiles that are just a little bit unusual. Maybe they have a different design than maybe someone would prefer. They have a lot of lines, a lot of curves, maybe a lot of elements that may be a little bit of an eyesore for some people. So this is definitely something that you should really consider, because you don't want to spend all this money on new tiles and then have, someone else not like it when you decide to sell the house. But this is something that really depends. If you're planning to stay in the house for a very long time, then honestly go for whatever tile you like. But if you're planning on selling the house in, let's say, a year or two, this is something that I would really look into a little bit of a different way. Is the next person really going to like this design? And am I going to get my full potential from this house with this new bathroom? So definitely make sure you don't make this mistake. And also another mistake with style is removing kitchen cabinets and putting shelves in there. And this can be when you're remodeling your entire kitchen to a brand new one, or if you're just, removing an old cabinet to put shelves in there. I would really make sure I'm not removing too many cabinets, because I've seen this very often. A lot of the homes that I saw for sale, they had a brand new kitchen. It looked very nice, of course, but they just didn't have enough upper cabinets because they had so many shelves in there, which looks nice, of course, don't get me wrong, because it's all open, especially if you have, a smaller kitchen. Shelves can be a very good idea. However, replacing your cabinets with shelves is really going to require a specific kind of person to like, because in the end, who actually likes to sacrifice storage and usability just because they want to have a nicer look? So definitely, if you are looking to install shelves instead of cabinets, make sure you're not installing too many shelves because it could turn out to be worse. And now the final mistake to avoid is actually using the cheapest contractor you find. Maybe wondering, why would you not want to use the cheapest contractor? Because everyone wants to have the best price possible for their bathroom remodel or kitchen remodel or basement finishing, and it completely makes sense. However, using the cheapest contractor may actually end up to be more expensive. See, a lot of contractors, what they will do is they will give you a low price in the beginning just so they get the job. And once they are doing the job, once they tear down the entire bathroom, they will find, surprises, or they will make excuses to charge more at the end. And they may actually leave you with a big invoice at the very end with additional charges. So this is something that you want to avoid. I know a lot of contractors do this. We are contractors ourselves and we don't do this, but we get a lot of clients that actually tell stories of this. They had previous contractors do work for them. They came in the door much cheaper, but actually turned out to be much more expensive. So this is something that you really have to look out for. And also, let's say if there's a surprise, you open up the wall, there's some kind of pipe in there or something unexpected. And, the contractor may talk it over with you. They may not. But let's say they proceed to, make the change or remove it, whatever. And you thought they were doing it for free. Turns out that they actually weren't doing it for free. And, this can also be a miscommunication. What we do if we find a surprise in the wall or something like that is usually we'll just take care of it. If it's like a PVC pipe, honestly, we've had multiple things like that before, and we just took care of it free of charge for the client, because in the end, our reputation is more important than making a couple $100s. And we have perfect reviews, so we absolutely don't want to ruin our reviews. So we definitely strive to have the best reviews possible and make our clients really happy. And I'm not saying the cheapest contractor isn't going to be any good, but you need to make sure that if you are choosing the cheapest contractor you can find, you need to make sure they have good reviews, that they have been in the business for a long time, that you can find them somewhere on Google. If you can't find them anywhere on Google, chances are they may not be a trustworthy contractor. And also, when they come into your house for an estimate, just kind of get the feel for them and see if they will be any good or not. So like I said, I'm not saying every contractor who's the cheapest is going to be the worst. However, a lot of cases have been like that, where the cheapest contractor actually ended up to be much more expensive after all. So what you want to do to make sure you find a good contractor with a good reasonable price is to find a contractor that has, a small business, that's not something very well known where, everyone in America knows about them, because usually those will be much more expensive. So definitely make sure you do proper research when finding the right contractor. But like I said, the contractor that is going to be the best with the most reasonable prices are going to be the ones that are, maybe family owned or, smaller businesses, because usually they have just a couple people working in their company, maybe even one contractor himself that goes to the estimate, acts as the salesman, and also does the job. I would say those are the best contractors possible, because they will give you reasonable prices and they do the best quality work, because like I said, it's their business, so they care about their reputation. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video and you guys found this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I also do have similar videos like this of similar topics, so if that interests you guys, definitely make sure to check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video.